माननीय सभासदों, माननीय सभापति जी,
Honorable members, March 8th is the International Women's Day, a day to celebrate the social, economic, cultural and political achievements of women throughout the world and honor their resolute determination and incessant efforts to achieve equality, justice and economic development. It is also a day to reflect upon and ponder over the progress made so far and the impediments that lie in the path of women empowerment. The United Nations theme for the International Women's Day this year is, quote, I am Generation Equality, Realizing Women's Rights, which is aligned with the United Nations Women's new multi-generational campaign, Generation Equality, which marks the 25th anniversary of the Beijing Declaration and platform for action adopted in 1995 at the Fourth World Conference on Women held in Beijing, China. It envisages equal pay, equal sharing of unpaid care and domestic work and to sexual harassment, ending that, and all forms of violence against women and girls, customized healthcare services, equal participation in the political arena, and decision-making in all areas of life. Since the time immemorial, India had a rich and vibrant history of honoring, respecting, and celebrating women, and acknowledging their invaluable contribution to societal development. Women used to play a significant role in economic and public affairs. Our philosophical discourse have also been enriched by the words of women sages like Lopamudra, Garge, and Maitreyi. Our founding fathers enshrined in the Constitution the ideals of gender equality and women empowerment as fundamental of achieving equal rights and dignity for all. Today, despite women registering remarkable progress on all fronts, gender equality and women's safety still remains elusive. Crimes against women are on the rise, the panacea for which lies not only in increasing the quality of policing and tweaking the criminal justice system, but also challenging and changing the deep-seated mindset prevalent in our society. In certain areas, change in the mindset of the society needs to be supplemented by better health care, educational and employment avenues for women. Women should be provided with enough opportunities to serve as legislators in the state legislature and parliament. They also need to be included and consulted in every fora for policy formulation and implementation. This will ensure outcomes which are sensitive to the needs of women and provide ample opportunities for them to prosper and contribute to nation building. In spite of all odds, women of our country have come a long way to make their presence felt at the national and international level. From being an affectionate and caring mother to fighter jet pilot, from heading the multinational companies to scaling insurmountable mountain peaks, women can be seen challenging the prevalent prejudices and stereotypes and successfully overcome them. Be it politics, poetry, sports, or business, women have excelled whenever they had an opportunity. It is our duty to keep up this momentum and continue building upon the progress achieved by women. On behalf of all the members and on my behalf, I place on record the appreciation of the services rendered by the women members of this House and also the women citizens of the country, and I wish them all best. As 8th is a holiday, we have taken it up today. Papers to be laid on the table. Sri Hardeep Singh Puri.
Sir, with your kind permission, I rise to lay on the table of the House papers pertaining to the Ministry of Commerce and Industry listed against my name as serial number 1 in the revised list of business for today.
Sri Rao Sahib Danve.
महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 2 पर आपके नाम के सामने सूचीबद्ध कागजात को सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
श्री पुरुषोत्तम रूपाला।
महोदय, मैं आज के दिनांक 6 मार्च 2020 की राज्यसभा की संशोधित कार्यसूची की क्रम संख्या 3 पर मेरे नाम के समक्ष उल्लेखित दस्तावेजों को सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
साध्वी निरंजन ज्योति।
महोदय, मैं आज की संशोधित कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 4 पर मेरे नाम के सामने उल्लिखित दस्तावेज सभा के पटल पर प्रस्तुत करती हूँ।
श्री अनुराग सिंह ठाकुर।
Chairman sir, I rise to lay the papers mentioned against my name.
This is not going on record. This is not going on record. You go ahead. You go ahead. ये सदन में गोली मारना अलाउड नहीं है। report of the department-related parliamentary standing committee on health and family welfare. So this is unparliamentary, it will not go on record. Shri Professor Ram Gopal Yadav. K. Soma Prasad.
Yes, sir. With your
It
kind
is very
permission,
shameful to have
I
such
raise
slogans
to
in the House.
present a copy of the 120th report, Hindi and English
Please sit
versions
down. Sit
of the
down.
department-related
Follow the
Parliamentary Standing Committee on Health and Family Welfare on the demand for grants 2020 and 21 of the Ministry of Ayush.
reports of the parliamentary-rated Parliamentary Standing Committee on Human Resources Development. Dr. Satyanarayana Jatia.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं मानव संसाधन विकास संबंधी संसदीय स्थायी समिति के निम्नलिखित प्रतिवेदन प्रस्तुत करता हूं। पहला, महिला एवं बाल विकास मंत्रालय के अनुदान मांगों 2021 मांग संख्या 100 के संबंध में एक 314वां प्रतिवेदन और दूसरा, योग कार्यक्रम और खेल मंत्रालय के अनुदान मांगों 2021 मांग संख्या 101 के संबंध में 315वां प्रतिवेदन। धन्यवाद।
Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personal Public Grievance, Law and Justice. श्री भूपेंद्र यादव।
महोदय, मैं विभाग संबंधित कार्मिक लोक शिकायत विधि और न्याय संबंधी संसदीय समिति के निम्नलिखित प्रतिवेदनों की एक प्रति अंग्रेजी और हिंदी में प्रस्तुत करता हूं। कार्मिक लोक शिकायत और पेंशन मंत्रालय के अनुदान संबंधी 2020-21 से संबंधित समिति का 100वां प्रतिवेदन और विधि एवं न्याय मंत्रालय की अनुदान मांगों 2020-21 से संबंधित समिति का 101वां प्रतिवेदन।
Reports of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Shri Jairam Ramesh. Shri Vinay Viswam. Okay. Gada ठीक है?
It's okay.
Please.
Thank you, sir, for the consent also. Thank you for the whole House for the consent. Sir, I rise to present the 326th, 327th, 328th, 329th, 330th, 331st, 332nd reports in English and in Hindi of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Science and Technology, Environment, Forests and Climate Change on demands for grants 2021 of the Departments of Atomic Energy, Biotechnology, Scientific and Industrial Research, Science and Technology, Space, and Ministries of Environment and Forests and Climate Change and Earth Science respectively. Thank you, sir.
Report of the Department-related Parliamentary Standing Committee on Petroleum and Natural Gas. Shri Narayana Pancharia.
महोदय, मैं आपकी अनुमति से आज की कार्यसूची में मेरे नाम के सम्मुख यथा सूचीबद्ध पेट्रोलियम और प्राकृतिक गैस संबंधी स्थायी समिति का दूसरा प्रतिवेदन हिंदी तथा अंग्रेजी में सभा पटल पर रखता हूं।
I have to inform members that a letter has been received from Dr. Narendra Jadhav, member of stating that he is unable to attend the sittings of current session of Rajya Sabha on health grounds. He has therefore requested for grant of leave of absence from 5th March to 3rd April 2020 of the current 251st session of Rajya Sabha. Does he have the permission of the House remaining absent from 3rd to end of the session? Permission to remain is absent is granted. Statement regarding government business. Sri V. Muralidharan.
With your permission, Chairman Sir, I rise to announce that government business for the week commencing Wednesday, the 11th of March 2020 will consist of 1. Consideration and agreeing to the amendments made by the Lok Sabha in the Constitution Scheduled Tribes Order Amendment Bill 2019 as passed by Rajya Sabha. 2. Further consideration and passing of the Central Sanskrit Universities Bill 2019 as passed by Lok Sabha. 3. Discussion on the working of the following ministries. 1. Railways. 2. Micro, small and medium enterprises. 3. Law and Justice. 4. Rural Development and Agricultural and Farmers' Welfare. 4. Consideration and passing of the National Commission for Indian System of Medicine Bill 2019. 5. Consideration and passing of the National Commission for Homeopathy Bill 2019. 6. Consideration and return of the Direct Tax Vivad Se Vishwas Bill 2020 as passed by Lok Sabha. 7. discussion on statutory resolution seeking disapproval of the Mineral Laws Amendment Ordinance 2020, number 1 of 2020, and consideration and passing of the Mineral Laws Amendment Bill 2020 after it is passed by Lok Sabha. This is to replace an ordinance. 8. Discussion on statutory resolution seeking disapproval of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Ordinance 2019, number 16 of 2019, and consideration and passing of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Second Amendment Bill 2019 after it is passed by Lok Sabha. This also is to replace an ordinance.
Thank you. Honorable members, I have to make an observation. The other day, on my suggestion, after consultation with the leader of the opposition and other friends, the Minister for Health has made a detailed statement about steps that is being taken or taken and will be taken with regard to the spread of coronavirus. And later, honorable members, they also gave their valuable suggestions. But unfortunately, sections of the media, they did not focus on the important issue, and they were shown more interest on making other things as their headlines, ignoring this. Making other things headlines is their line. We can't help it. But ignoring such a vital, important aspect concerning the people of the country, that's not fair. I hope that they will take care in future whenever such important things come. And moreover, I would like to say, please focus on the discussion and debate that is held in the House as and when it takes place, rather than other things. One. Secondly, what happened in this House or what is happening in the other House also is a matter of concern. I can only appeal to all, including the government and the opposition, please discuss among yourselves and come to some sort of a meaningful solution to see that the House functions very effectively, because the country is watching what is happening in the Parliament, that too in a budget session. You have seen how many important legislations are coming. I only appeal to all of you, please take care of the same. Zero over. Then Mr. The demand for including 20. Please sit down. Please sit down. श्री कैलाश सोनी, प्लीज बैठ जाइए.
धन्यवाद.
You can't have both. Eat the cake and have it again. So you have to follow.
देश के एक बड़े अहम मसले पर मुझे बोलने का अवसर दिया, उसके लिए मैं कृतज्ञता ज्ञापित करता हूँ. ये वो विषय है जिसमें हिंदुस्तान के लाखों मजदूरों का, कारीगरों का जो स्वर्ण आभूषण का काम करते हैं, उनका जीवन जुड़ा है.
No shouting will go on record. Please carry on.
लाखों कारीगरों का इसमें जीवन जुड़ा है. सोने के आभूषणों की गुणवत्ता के लिए भारत सरकार ने हॉलमार्क तय किया है और साथ में शुद्धता के लिए स्तर तय किए हैं. पहले टंच चलता था, अब 14 कैरेट, 18 कैरेट और 22 कैरेट ये स्तर तय किए हैं. इस स्तर के कारण सोना कड़ा रहता है और इसका निर्माण केवल मशीनों से संभव है. कारीगरों के सारे काम यदि 20 कैरेट, हम भारत सरकार से निवेदन करते हैं, यदि 20 कैरेट इसमें जोड़ा गया तो कारीगर ये सोने के जो पुश्तैनी जेवर निर्माण करते थे उनको सुविधा होगी, अन्यथा उनके जीवन पर विपरीत प्रभाव पड़ेगा. साथ में जो हमारी पुश्तैनी कला है, सोने के
you don't want discussion, you don't want House to run, you don't want other members to have their say. You have come prepared. You have come prepared to disturb the House. That seems to be the situation. The House is adjourned to meet at 11 a.m. on 11th. That is Wednesday.